My esteemed students, it's a joy for me, Immanuel Kant, to engage with you on this intellectual journey. Allow me to elucidate my famed trilogy of critiques which brought a veritable revolution to philosophical thought. Let us start with the critique of pure reason, which emerged from a decade-long period of contemplation. Despite my conviction in its philosophy, I initially hesitated to release it. The apprehensions turned out to be well-founded. Several interpreters misunderstood its ideas. To correct such misconceptions, I wrote Prolegomena to any future metaphysics and revised the first critique in 1787. Some readers prefer the idealistic first edition, others the more realistic second one. Regardless of the edition, the complexity of the work is quite profound. The obscurity partly stems from my adherence to the academic customs of the time, leading to the use of technical jargon and intricate structures. The work, after an introduction, is divided into two main parts: a transcendental doctrine of elements, and a transcendental doctrine of method. The elements explores the sources of human knowledge, while the method outlines a methodology for utilizing pure reason and its a priori ideas. At its core, the critique of pure reason is a treatise on metaphysics. It argues against the notion that pure thought can reveal truths about entities beyond experiential reach, like God, freedom, and immortality. I maintain that our mind lacks such capability, rendering this brand of metaphysics illusory. My solution for the challenge of metaphysics is to introduce a new type of judgment: synthetic a priori judgments. These are necessary and universal, while also providing potential for new knowledge. Shifting our attention to the critique of practical reason, I argue that although my initial critique may appear to undermine religion and morality, I never intended such an outcome. In fact, I always believed in the existence of God and a future life. The critique of practical reason serves as the standard guide to my ethical doctrines. It outlines how moral life is a constant struggle between inclinations and moral reason, with morality presenting itself as a law demanding obedience. I further discuss ideas of God, freedom, and immortality, arguing that they're indispensable postulates for the moral life. While these concepts are unattainable in metaphysics, they are critical for moral philosophy. I encourage ethical decisions based on universal law, not personal desires. In other words, before acting, you must consider whether your action could reasonably be a universal principle for all individuals in similar circumstances. Lastly, we come to the critique of judgment. This work, not originally planned in my philosophical framework, can be seen as a supplement to the other two critiques. It's divided into two parts: the critique of aesthetic judgment and the critique of teleological judgment. In the first part, I delve into the concept of aesthetic purposiveness, discussing the interplay between imagination and understanding when assessing beauty. On the second part, I explore the notion of teleology in nature. I argue that while we can consider organisms as if they were designed, it doesn't necessarily imply they were consciously created. Remember, my dear students, my writings aim to steer you towards a clear understanding of our human capacities and limitations. Our knowledge and reason, both practical and pure, exist within the confines of our experience. Let's appreciate the beauty of this intellectual journey, and the challenging yet fruitful discussions it ignites. It's a profound lesson in humility, leaving us in awe of the world we can grasp and yet aware of the mysteries that lie beyond our reach.